welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. On this channel, I film about faith, career, lifestyle, and some immigration tips here and there. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do go to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, turn on your post notifications so that you can know once I post. Let's just go right into this video. Guys, today I have with me a friend, Grace. Grace, you're welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
Today we're talking about culture shock. My experience from Africa, Nigeria in specific, to Canada. Guys, my culture shock. And Grace over here, Grace was actually visited Ghana, like Africa, Ghana to be specific, for the first time, and she would also be sharing our own culture shock, like what it was for her experiences and everything in Africa for the first time. And sorry guys, I didn't even introduce myself, but you guys know me already. Kenny. My name is Kenny, and you're welcome once again. I had a lot of shock. I had a lot of experiences that I've never seen before. It was new for me. Guys, let's jump right into this video without further ado. Alright guys, so today the first shock I had was my arrival at the airport. That was like the first shock for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. So like when I got to the airport in Canada, it was so big. Like it was so beautiful. It was so big. It was just so organized right from the departure to the immigrations. It was so good. Nigeria specifically, it was much more organized, and there were cabs ready to pick me up from the airport, and it was quite good for me. So that was like a shock for me. It was different. Grace, can you tell us about your...
Yeah, when I got to Ghana, it was quite stressful. I landed in Accra, and well, first off, I was alone, so I was just kind of like, where do I go? No, everyone's looking at me. So I just started walking down a terminal, and I was just like, okay. And then they're like, yeah, so this is a closed airport. No one's allowed in it. Like, you gotta leave the airport to meet who's picking you up. And I was like, I don't even know what they really look like. Okay. And then I walk outside, and there's a giant crowd of people.
Oh, wow. That's totally different from the airport here. I know, right? Like, here, there are not so many people, waiting for you outside.
Yeah.
That's amazing, for you. The second culture shock for us was transportation. I would let Grace come first. I'll let Grace, talk about our own shock in terms of transportation.
Well, I was pretty confused. I was at the bus depot, and I was with my host, and she was like, okay, I've got this. And I was like, because I don't, for sure. But everyone was really nice, but it was so different. The bus was really small. It's kind of like a van.
Are you serious?
But the driver made room for me. It was really nice. But it was different.
It was different. Wow. Wow. I can imagine that kind of shock, the small bus and the driver making room for you. That was really amazing. Honestly, well, for me, my own shock for transportation, in Nigeria now, guys, how they do we know how they rush bus. As in Nigeria, we just rush buses. We rush to get into, especially if you're entering the commercial buses, you pretty much rush to get into the buses. I'm not talking about the BRT buses, but I mean the bus itself. But coming to Canada, it was just so different for me, Grace. When I got here and I was seeing the way people were so organized, it was super amazing. Mm-hmm. And the funniest part, it was the part of paying. So in Nigeria, when we want to pay for the bus fare, we pretty much just take out your money and then you're just paying for it, right on the spot. But here in Canada, when I came and the driver was like, where's your bus card?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
What is that?
Oh my God. I was like, what is that? You can imagine the look on the face of the driver.
Yeah.
It was like, what's going on?
It's like, you gotta tap.
You gotta tap. So So I just had to like tap, and ever since then it was good for me. But it was a shock for me, guys. It was. So the next one we'll be talking about is weather. This is the part I've been waiting for.
Me too.
The weather for me, Grace, you can relate, right? Like the weather in Africa was like, it's hot.
It's hot. It's so
like
hot.
The weather in Nigeria is actually hot. Like we get to as high as plus 28 degrees. Like when I came to Canada, I think it was during the springtime.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it wasn't so cold, but it was getting cold. But for me, coming from plus 30, plus 28, Grace, it was different.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just came into plus 10 degrees. And then, guys, for the winter is, we get as low as minus 30, minus 20. Mm-hmm. So it was like...
You're lucky you didn't come in the winter. That would have been the worst.
I know, right? Like, yeah. I was like, people are just telling me, they were like, oh, Kenny, you're so lucky that you did not come in the winter time. Mm-hmm. You came in the spring, and it was like plus 10 and plus 5, and I'm like, really? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Guys, for me, it was cold. I mean, the two extremes, plus 30 to minus 30 was a shock for me. But anyways, go over to you. Let's bring it.
Well, when I went to Ghana, I went in the middle of winter from here and to dry season in Ghana.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was hard. It was very, very, very hot.
I can totally relate.
Mm-hmm. They don't really watch, like, they don't have weather on the TVs or anything there.
Yeah.
So, like, my parents were texting me, they're like, our weather app says it's plus 45 there. And I was like, yes.
Yes,
it is. And I'm really hot.
Were you sweating?
Oh, so much.
Oh my god.
I carried around my little hanky. It was dabbing.
Oh my god. Like that just brought me back a little bit. I remember then, like, in Nigeria, and I'm like, when I don't have an handkerchief, and it's like this. Mm-hmm. Sweat, like,
I was just like,
yeah. So like it's just. So the weather for you was really hot, right? Like, but were you able to cope? Like,
oh yeah, I grew to love it. Like, every day was like, oh, bring it on. Let's feel good. It felt really good to actually sweat that much and drink all that water I was drinking.
Yeah, it makes you drink more water.
It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, I realized, like, when I first got to Canada, I wasn't really taking as much water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it was probably because I wasn't sweating that much.
Yeah.
So it was kind of. Then, and people are like, oh, Kenny, you've not been taking so much water and all that. And I'm like, well, probably because I wasn't sweating that much. So I think even the heat could help.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It really, like, it makes you feel healthy.
All right, guys, we'll just go to the next one now. Just before I go on to the next culture shock, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do good to subscribe. It would totally mean a lot to me. Turn on your post notification bell, comment, like, share this video, and do all that good stuff. So the next culture shock I'll be mentioning here would be my shopping experience. Yeah, shopping experience. Everyone likes to shop. So for me, back home, like back in Nigeria, the market is like an open space. Like, usually when you want to like get groceries, things like, vegetables, perishable items, pretty much, it's like in an open space. So then when my mom sends me to like, go to the market to get some things, from the market and all that, I'll just pretty much point to what I want to buy. Hey, that's pepper, that's, that's veggies and all that. So it was pretty much, an open space kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So coming to Canada, it was quite different. So I wanted to get groceries and peppers and fruits and all that one, and then they told me that you need to go to the store to get those things.
Yeah.
I was like, do I have to go to the store to get like all this
everything?
Yeah, it was pretty much everything. You need to go to the store to get everything. So, and with the price tags, like, okay, so in Nigeria, usually when you want to buy stuff like that in an open market, you ask the person selling the item, you're like, oh, Grace, how much is this pepper?
Yeah.
How much does it cost, right? But coming to Canada, like going to the store, everything was just like on tags. So you pretty much have the price tags like right there. You don't even need to ask anyone about it.
Yeah.
For me, it was totally good. It was a shock, and it was very good for me. Like I totally enjoyed doing that. Like I didn't need to like talk to anyone, even if I don't want to talk to anyone about buying something, you know. I just pretty much go there and I'm like, okay, this is what I want to get.
Yeah.
So it was like a shock for me.
Oh, going to the market. Well, that was way different than here, as you just clarified.
Okay.
The fish. I didn't think you could dry out fish and then sell it and then bring it home and then rehydrate it. Like, it's a whole process.
You know what they call that? They call it dry fish. Like dry fish. They kind of like, you know, put it out in the sun, they dry it, like remove the water, and then they sell it in the market, right? That's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when I went to the market, it was mainly to get fabrics because my host wanted a seamstress to make dresses for me. So that was really cool and awesome, and I still have the dresses.
Oh, so cute.
And I guess another very interesting thing about shopping would have been driving through traffic in rush hour sometimes.
Yeah.
People walk up to your car and they're like, you want some of this?
You want some of this?
Like, they're holding like toilet paper or like snacks, water, and I'm like,
and you know the good thing in that, like I totally miss. Well, I say I miss like buying things in the traffic because like you don't really need to, you know, personally go to the market to get them.
It was so nice.
It was so easy.
Convenient.
Like it's so convenient. Like, you know, while you're driving, like in the slow traffic, you just get people asking you, oh, do you want to buy the paper towel? Do you want to buy sweets? Do you want to buy biscuits? You know, that kind of thing. Totally. You don't really need to go to the store to get them. So it's quite convenient, isn't it? Yeah.
It was nice. I miss it.
Yeah. Next culture shock that we have here would be the structure, like the building structure. I'll let Grace go first for this one.
Definitely the most shocking thing was I didn't really realize it until it happened, but the tin roof during a thunderstorm. Oh, it was like super like exciting because I've never heard thunder and like all that stuff so loud. Like I'm inside a building and it was just so loud. Really? But I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I actually like took a video. Yeah. A little embarrassing. I was just as hyper as like the little 5-year-old kids. But I loved that.
Okay.
There was like often some sort of like fencing and like walls around homes as well.
Yeah.
I guess it was just like a protection.
Yeah, it's just
thing.
like a security thing. Yeah.
But it was nice. I like it was different.
Nice. I mean, I'm glad you totally enjoyed that experience. Like, you know, for me, it's always a very, very beautiful thing when you go to somewhere you have never been to before. Like, I'm super glad that you enjoyed, you know, that's the old structure thing, like the way it looked. And, you know, for me, it wasn't, the only thing for me for structure was just, I would say, was the, you know, the buildings. They look so alike. I don't know, like, I don't know if, like, you know, if you live in, maybe you're not living in Nigeria, or if you live somewhere outside Nigeria and you have this kind of experience, like you can just drop it in the comment section. Like for me, when I got to Canada, the buildings look so the same. They look so alike.
Totally.
You know, there was a time I actually missed my way. I did. Like,
me too. And I've grown up here, so it's confusing.
I totally missed my way. I think I had an interview, like, and I was supposed to, like, the building I was going was like 5 streets away.
Yeah.
So I went there like a day before, and you know, the next day I couldn't even recognize it. That was like the 3rd day I got to Canada.
Yeah.
It was so the same. So for me, for that shock, it was like the building looked the same compared to, like, you know, Nigeria, you build your houses the way you like to build it. So if I want to paint my house green, or brown. You know, I pretty much just paint it the way I like to paint it.
Exactly.
But here, you know, everything looks so the same.
Some neighborhoods even have like a color palette you have to pick through.
I know.
And like you can't have like purple houses or anything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that usually makes the houses look really alike. I mean, you know, it's a totally good experience, and it was a good experience actually. You know, changes and all that.
Totally.
Yeah. Next culture shock I will be mentioning here today would be food. The food, guys. Yeah, you know, back home we usually eat eba, amala, Grace. Like we call them swallows.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like eba, amala, pounded yam. You know, there's something like yam that you used to pound. You know, we pound it and then you eat it like this.
Yeah.
Canada, and I was looking for eba, amala, guys. Only for them to tell me they were like, Kenny, you know, you can try potatoes, you can try mashed potatoes, you know, put in gravy and all that. And I was like, what is this? What is this? But I tried it and I totally enjoyed it.
Poutine's the best.
Honestly, like
so good.
Poutines are really good. I enjoyed the food. The Canadian is a very multicultural country, and there are different kinds of dishes that you can, you know, the different dishes I've tried, I really totally enjoyed them, you know. And the good part is, after a while, I got to know that I could actually get my, you know, my cassava, like the eba, the, you know, the pounded yam, the yams, and all that. I could actually get them in African stores. I was like, okay, now, yeah. But in all, I totally enjoyed trying, you know, something different. It was totally good for me.
It was really good. I went into it very open-minded because food can be really different.
I know.
But it was really good actually. They were so worried I was gonna hate the spice.
Oh yeah?
I love spice.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's so amazing.
Yeah. So like whenever I was eating the food, they're like, "It's not too hot."
It's not too hot. Yeah.
Are you sure? And I'm just like, I'm good. It was funny. My hosts also, they had like a little cutlery set next to my stuff, and then I noticed they're all eating like they're grabbing
like just like take it and then like this.
Yeah, they scoop the soup.
Yes.
And I was like, I can eat like that. Like, let's go.
I want to fit in. So did you try like scoping?
Oh yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How did you find it?
It was kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's against everything my parents taught me as a child.
the cutleries, like the fork.
You gotta hold it. You gotta be so proper.
Yeah. Wow, that's so amazing. Like I'm happy. I'm so glad you know. You were able to blend with the old system and the eating culture. I mean, I'm so glad you were able to like blend. That's amazing. You did well, girl. Like, yeah.
Thank you. Self-applause.
Self-applause.
You did good too, though.
Oh, yeah, I did. Thank you. All right, guys. So the next culture shock I'll be mentioning here would be interaction with people. Guys, Canadians are really friendly. Like, you know, when I first came to Canada, I didn't really know my way around. I didn't really know, you know, like the directions and all that. And, you know, I just walked up to, you know, a young man, and I was asking, I was like, sorry, how do I get to this place? How do I, you know, navigate my way and all that? And, you know, the man was so nice to tell me, oh, you just need to, like, you know, have Google Map. And it was literally almost showing me how to, like, even use it. Like, seriously, Canadians are totally nice people. So far so good. Like, I've had very good experiences, you know, interacting with them. And you know the funniest thing, like when you're like going on the road and you don't really know who you're passing, the person could just see you and it's like, hi. You know, Canadians are friendly in general. They are friendly people. So I'm glad that I'm able to meet, and even you are friendly, you know.
Thank you. So are you.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, Grace. Just tell us your experience. Let us know your
People were also really friendly. I was in a small town though, and I was the token white person in the town.
Oh, okay.
So everywhere I went, everyone was like, "Oh, Brony, oh, Brony, oh, Brony, oh, Brony." Like, come say hi.
I'm just gonna cut in. Obroni in Nigeria, we say oyinbo pepe. Oyinbo pepe. Oyinbo pepe. Ghanaians call it obroni, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really good. Like, go on.
Yeah. So they're just shouting white person at me.
Oh wow.
I don't like. My host thought it was funny. I thought it was kind of funny. After a while, it's like, okay, I get it. I'm white. Like, come on. But yeah, like, didn't bother me. Interesting, because some guys, they were like, let's get married. And
my god!
I've known you for like a week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You had a guy that wanted to get married to you?
Not one.
No. Oh, no. Super amazing. So they were pretty much friendly, and they were
friendly.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Africans are really friendly people. Africans are really like, they always have a lot of nice stuff to show. They always have like nice stories, nice things to tell. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad you had a good experience.
Oh yeah, people were amazing there.
Oh
yeah, I miss them so much.
So the next culture shock would be language. This is my experience from Nigeria to Canada, the language. So like in Nigeria, it's we have English is the first and the official language in Nigeria, and then but I have other languages. There's Yoruba, there is Hausa, there is Igbo. Mm-hmm. For me, it's Yoruba. Like that's my mother tongue. So and just for example, like when I want to say how are you in Yoruba, I'm like bawoni. Do you want to try it, bawoni?
I'll embarrass myself.
No, you can do it.
Okay,
bawoni.
Bawoni.
Oh my god! Like you did absolutely well. Like bawoni is so like that's how to say how are you in Yoruba in Nigeria. So coming to Canada, I got to know that the two official languages are English and French. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so thankfully I was speaking English already.
Yeah.
Or I speak English back home, but French was the thing. So like when you need to like apply to jobs that they require, they want you to be bilingual, I cannot really apply to those kind of jobs because I don't speak French.
Yeah.
So I had to like start seeing if I could learn French. I am still trying to learn. Yeah, so
French is so hard.
Yeah.
Like I barely know French.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's not like I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
I'm not alone in this.
No.
So it was just, the fact that you want to like interact with another person and you cannot speak the bawoni Yoruba, mm-hmm. You cannot do that. It's just English or French, that was like, the shock for me. For you, what was it like?
Words in general. I didn't know anything, so a lot of like people's conversations around me, I was just trying to read expression and like hand motions.
That's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like reading expression, even if you can't speak the language, I feel that's so smart.
Yeah. My host said it was like kind of impressive. She's like, you know what I'm talking about, and you don't even know what I'm talking about.
Was there any specific language that you remember, like you picked?
The first word I learned when I was there was akwaba.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? Akwaba?
It means welcome in Tree.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like Akwaba, Greece.
Greece. Okay. They're like welcome.
Oh, welcome, Greece. Okay. That's quite good. Like that's good. I mean, the fact that you remember is impressive. Really,
mm-hmm.
It is. So like you like the language, the way they speak it. Did you?
Yeah, I tried really hard. Most of the time I was learning from the 5-year-old and 3-year-old that I was living with because that's the level I was at. But yeah, I guess it's hard to kind of keep that language when you're not speaking it ever.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you really want to learn is very impressive. Whenever you don't know something, it's really good to try to learn it.
Yeah.
Like if you have interest in it, you can actually do it. So there's nothing impossible, really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We will go to the next culture shock, and that will be waste management. Yeah, waste management. Yeah. Waste management. What I would say is in Nigeria, like we usually just throw our trash just in one bag. Like it's just everything is in one bag, pretty much. So your can, your perishable items, you know, everything is just like pretty much in one bag or in one basket, and then you just trash it off, right? But when I got to Canada, I realized that, you know, they actually separate, you know, the trash.
Yeah.
So you have a bag for recycled items, you have another one for perishable items, you know, so in your home you pretty much can have up to 2 or 3 waste bags or waste baskets. So it was
they're everywhere. Like you have all these different little waste baskets.
Exactly. I think that's same for you, right? Like pretty much. Next culture shock here would be washroom. Yes. Washroom. So like for me in Nigeria, it's usually called toilet. I want to go to the toilet. I want to go to the
toilet too.
Yeah, it was toilet. I want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, and if you want to like speak it, you know, say it in broken English, we call it pidgin. Pidgin English. It's like, I won't go bathroom, I won't go toilet. You know, that kind of a thing. So when I came to Canada and I was hearing washroom, I'm like, what's washroom? Like, what's washroom? Like, what are you guys saying? And you know, and they point to it and they're like, it's right there. And I'm like, oh, you mean toilets? You mean bathroom?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. So, you know, for me it was just the word, the differences in whatever it was called, you know. So instead of toilet, it was called washroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the same. Was it same for you? Like,
it was the exact same. I have actually always grown up saying bathroom, but I know most people say washroom.
Washroom, yeah. Okay, so we have come to the end of the culture shock. Grace, I would like to ask you one question.
Totally.
Okay, so would you like to go to Africa? Would you like to visit Africa again? Like,
of course. In Ghana, people always told me how amazing of a place Nigeria actually was. So I would probably want to go there next.
Wow, you're most welcome. I believe you would enjoy Nigeria if you come or if you ever visit Nigeria.
Well, let's go together.
Okay. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you for coming on to my channel. I really appreciate you coming on here. Thank you.
And thank you. I've had so much fun here talking today. And it was nice to get to see you again.
Yes. Guys, thank you so much for staying with me up to this time. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and also comment if you have visited, like, you know, any country aside Nigeria, and you know, you can just do good to share your experience in the comment section. You know, what was your shock, what was your feelings like, and all that. And if you totally enjoyed this video, please once again subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.